Let's begin today's Vanguard news with some Dark States promo cards being reprinted in DZSS01. Servant Valkracia can finally go down in price and make Chronojet mains who don't read their cards to use her second ability incorrectly. And of course the nation's counter heals will also get a reprint. But as previously mentioned, these are marked with the RE rarity and they will likely be harder to pull, which defeats the purpose of being reprinted in the first place. Like the three nations getting similar set orders and cycle cards last week, Dragon Empire, Dark States and Lyrical Monasteria will also be doing the same thing. Dust Storm, Killing Field, Game of Underworld, and Only My Stage are set order cards, while in the order zone at the beginning of your battle phase makes you give one of your back row rear guards the boost ability. Compared to what the other three nations got, this is very underwhelming. The only reason Keta Sanctuary even got what they did last week was to give Reziel away to bind cards outside of facing against Blankmeyer in order to use Liel, while just dragging Stoicheia and Brandgate along, since they're the only nations so far to have a dual nation unit with them, namely Maple and Obscured, but that's just a theory. Meanwhile, I can't think of a good reason as to why these three nations would want to turn their rear guard into a makeshift Refusus. Finally, Speed Bullet of Dust Storm Bertrand, Sagacious Schemer, and Conscientious Meeting fell in a when place on rear guard, lets you pay 1 Soul Blast to put up to one of their respective set orders from your deck into your order zone. And while on rear guard, they get 5k power when they're chosen by their respective set orders effect. They basically become 15k boosters assuming players remembers to use their set orders effect, because let's be real, 90% of players will assume their respective set orders to automatically turn them into boosters without declaring them as such. So not only are these set orders and cycle cards very bland, they also fail on a fundamental level. Trying to use these cards is like asking to misplay on purpose. And that concludes this Vanguard news without the bullshit. Special thanks to my Patreon members for continuing to support my content creation. Be sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments if Bushiroad has a hate boner for Dark State decks in becoming consistent.